Praise the Lord. Welcome to AIM. Guys, I'm back. I'm here. I just did most of my work outside that I had to do. And today I wanted to get back on the treadmill. So I'm not going fast. I'm still building strength. And like I said, I've already been outside doing chores. So that's my view. Got my Ghana flag. So this is how I have my treadmill. I have a window here, a fan right there. So you get a nice cross breeze when they're open. This is the screen here and here. So it gets, of course I have a fan on here too, but gets a nice cross breeze. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm excited. Got to build it back up. I was literally able to run on the treadmill, something I've never been able to do in the US. And be mindful, I'm older, obviously, than I was there. So I think I'm steady at almost 60 pounds lost since I moved to Ghana with my husband, and I'm trying to get back on my treadmill and push for some more. I wanted to lose a little bit more too, to be a better weight, less stress on your joints and your heart and all that good stuff. So I'm excited. Wanted to share that with you guys. And I'm gonna finish my workout and I'll be back with some more updates for you. Okay guys, I hope this doesn't get too confusing for you. I put my 9 o'clock egg pickup on the last video. And then this is 11 o'clock on the same day. And also, I said I would give you guys an update when I had the 18 eggs, how many more eggs I would get on that day. And I did not give you that update on that video. So I'm going to give it to you on this video. I hope this doesn't get too confusing for you guys. I'll try and be a little more better at documenting these things day to day, so we can have a record of it, but you guys can also see how profitable it would be if you're planning on moving here and possibly doing the same thing. So yesterday, we're not counting the humongous egg, because like I said, that one I have to keep putting on the top because it's too big to put another crate on top of it. So we had the 18 I told you guys about, and then we got 4 more. So it's 22 yesterday. So far we got 11 at the 9 o'clock pickup. So let's see what the 11 o'clock pickup holds. I'll come back and show you guys. Okay. So we got 8. We had 11, so we got 19 eggs so far. It's 11 a.m. 11 a.m. we got 19 eggs. So we'll see what the rest of the day holds. I'll try and, I'm going to change my shoes. I'll try and come back. I'll try and put the rest of it on this video so you guys can see in a day how many eggs we're getting. And then it's increasing, it seems like, every day. We'll see. Yesterday was 22. So we have 19. They only have to lay 4 more eggs today, and then we'll beat yesterday's. So that's what's going on. Gotta cover my boots. I just cover my boots. I don't know if it helps. I just cover the top with that bag. So we have our mentor coming to check and see how everything's looking. I think he's gonna show us how to separate the eggs, which It seems self-explanatory, but like I said in another video, I prefer to have someone who's been doing it for years and years, and he took over for his brother's business. Also, the man's son. The man is very old now. I think he's in his 90s. So his brother, who is younger, has taken over some of it, and then his son. His son has played a big part in it too. Sorry for the focus, guys. So he's coming. I probably won't film that. But we'll be gleaning information. I have to pay close attention since, guys, I believe this has become my job. So instead of going and working for someone else, making them rich, you know, I'm here. I get to be with the chickers and all the animals here, hoping. I know I'll get to do some work in the garden when it's harvest time. I'll be able to come and harvest some of the garden. We can walk this way a little bit easier right now because the puppers are in. I had to put all the dogs in. My husband's almost here. And normally we can leave Subine out. She won't go out the gate like I told you guys, but the problem is that people aren't always used to dogs, and some people are afraid of them. Some people don't want them coming up to them, so I just put her in. But she has her food in there, so I want her to eat. Earlier, I had the cage door open. Maybe I shouldn't call it a cage. Maybe that's why you guys get me in the comments sometimes. But it's really a dog house. It just has a gate on the front. You know, so I left her door open so she could come out and go in. And she chose to go in there and lay. Just lay down in there. So that's what it is. Somehow we got a broken leaf on our papaya tree. Oh. So that's how it is. She chose to go in there and lay down. But I let her eat in there. I have to keep her food in there. She doesn't eat it all, so I have to keep it in there and let her pick at it. Before, she was really, really eating morning and afternoon a lot. But now she slowed down. You see her weight has gotten a lot better. So she slowed down. I'm going to go ahead and turn this pump back on. We had the power went off for a little bit earlier, and then it came back on, then it did it again. So I wanted to go ahead and fill the poly tank because we've been using water, of course. And I got to come over here and get this turned off. We've been using water. Oh, okay, it's off. We've been using a lot of water, cleaning and doing all that kind of stuff, taking care of animals, catching up on laundry. So I just want to fill the tank. So that's what we got going on there. I'll be back and show you guys. I have my alarm set for every 2 hours. So it goes at 9, 11, 1, 3, and 5. So I set my alarm for every 2 hours. So I'll try to take you guys along with me on that journey. Hopefully I get them all today. And I want you guys to see how everything is going. See how many eggs we get, how they're looking, and all that good stuff. And after he comes and pays us the visit, they really want to get out. After he comes and pays us a visit, we glean the information. I'll share with you guys anything that is important. I also have a book that I'm documenting everything in, so that will be helpful. So we're just doing this to see how things are going. All right, I'll get back with you. Okay guys, it's 1 o'clock now. So I last picked the eggs at 11. Now it's 1. And our mentor came. So I'll give you guys a brief overview of what he said. So we were asking him about our chickens that hatched here on the mini farm and that are grown up. And so far they're all females, guys. Isn't that wonderful? God is so good. Okay, this one is a female. There's a checked one that's a female that hatched right here on the mini farm. And there's 2 more white ones roaming around somewhere. So those are all females, he told us. Very, very good. Okay, they're roaming around somewhere. You guys have seen them on a previous video. If I think about it, next time they're all out here, I'll point them out to you. They might be in the box. Let's just check it out. Oh, there we go. So these 2 are females. They're all in the box. And so is that one. Of course, you guys know that's a female. But we bought her. Look at baby sheepy girl. So, I'm going to give you an idea of what he told us. And I'm glad he was able to pull away from his own work at his poultry farm and come and take a little bit of time to show us ours, what we have to do. That's what I really, really like. And you can ask all the questions and he answers. So, okay, he sorted the eggs for us and showed us how to sort them. 2 of them, the shells were very soft, like already had a little something go through it. So he was saying that's because they get in there and then they start playing around in the sawdust, and then they break the egg, or they crack it, or whatever. So I'm taking that down because this will be my little area now. I'll probably sweep it out. I'm going to bring down a chair and a little table so I have my little space. One thing he said was that the eggs are dirty. And people don't really want to buy dirty eggs. So he told me how I can clean them without using water so that they don't spoil. So this is what we have. We have, I believe he called it petite. Then we have small, here, medium, and large. So that's how we're gonna, that's how we separate them. Yep, so that's what we end up with, which is about right because the small, the petite and the small, those are the ones that are gonna come out first from the chicks when they first lay their first egg or 2 or however many. They're going to be small and petite. So those will be one price. And then, you know, that'll be a price. Each one is a price for a crate. Then this one right here is medium. So they're starting to get more mediums now. And then there we have the large. And then now, I'm just doing this for me. I want to start recording and documenting how many eggs I'm getting per time frame. So I started at 9. 9, I got this. So early in the morning is very important. And then at 11, right here, I got less. Now it's 1. Okay, let me put them back up there so they're a little more stable. Now it's 1. So I'm going for my next crate. My next amount. We'll go and see what we get there. And I'll show you guys a little bit about what he told us. So if you're thinking about doing this, I mean, you guys just follow along our journey and take notes, because we're here to share information. We're here to share information so you guys can go further faster. And I don't see a lot of this information out there, really. I see like bits and pieces usually. Oh, forgot my stick. I see bits and pieces, but I haven't really seen it myself, like explained like he's explaining it. So we're going to go in there in 1 second. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys why the eggs got dirty in the first place. So I'm going to take care of those broken eggs. I was trying to get some of the corn off of the cobs, the dried corn, so that when my husband goes to pick up our grandson from school, he can grind the corn. Because our poultry out there needs some more ground corn. And that will get us through until he gets to the farm. They're supposed to be taking it off the husk for us. And, yeah. And we'll get it from the farm already off. So then all he's got to do is grind it. So now, when we're coming here, I'm not going to disturb her, the pretty little girl. Just going to check. So she's laying one. So obviously, at 3 o'clock, we're going to get at least 1 egg. So we'll see. I'm moving this around. So as we get to the end, I'll tell you. I'll give you a little more example, but I'll just talk to you right now as we're searching for some more eggs. What he was saying is there's a lot of they've defecated a lot. So, and you see right here. So it's because they like sitting up here on this ledge, and you see how it's coming down. So he said that's not good. He said, and that also is what's getting the eggs all dirty. So there's 2 right here. Keep going. So he made a suggestion that we make like a little roof, little lean-to. I'll show you at the end, guys, what his suggestion was. Okay, guys, let's take a little peeky. You guys weren't laying, you just jumped in there when you saw me coming through. So I wasn't sure too. I haven't forgotten, guys. We're going to talk about what we're going to do to remedy this situation, so stay tuned. I wasn't sure if me stirring this sawdust up was good for them or not, but, looking for the eggs like this. So I asked him, and he said it's fine. It won't disturb them, because it seemed like they were trying to nest in there and stuff, and then they get it all nested, and then I come in and stir it up. So, yeah. So he said it was fine. They like pecking at my boot. So we're looking. Don't see any more yet. So I'm guessing I'm going to get the bulk of it early in the morning. I might end up, when they're all laying, might end up coming down here every hour for the first few hours. Because it's going to be a lot of eggs. The Lord willing. Hey, I'm not a percher. So, we're getting there, guys. Looking in these boxes, see if we have any more eggs. See, I stirred all this up and they came back and they just nestled around in there. But he said it doesn't matter. It doesn't disturb them. So I'm glad about that, because I just like to stir it up and look for the egg. And I don't have to get way down in there and put my hands in there and all that kind of stuff. Not that I mind, but you know what I mean. It's a little bit easier. Who knows, guys, if we ever get the other pen we were talking about with the 1001, maybe I'll be a professional by then and I can take the job. All right, so we only got 2 more eggs this time. One at the end is laying an egg, and I can't see if there's any more underneath. What he was saying too is the water. It's not good that they're able to perch on top of the drinker, because you see how they defecate, I guess is the nice word. That's what he used. How they defecate into the water, and it's not good. The other thing I told him was a problem was that when the water gets low and they're perching on it, then they like to tip it over, and then the sawdust gets wet. Then you got to pick up all the wet sawdust. So he gave a solution. I think you fill a container with sand and put it on top of each of the drinkers. So we'll see how that looks like. I'm not sure exactly which kind of container it is. So we'll see how that looks like. And I think he's going to help us with some containers. So stay tuned for that. As soon as we do get that in place, I'll show you guys. Another thing. Let me put these eggs down, guys. We're going to talk about the solution over here. I wanted to take my glove off and put my stick down and put these eggs over here. So here we have it. This is 9. This is 11. And this is 1. We got 21. Yesterday we had 22, correct? Yes. Yesterday we had 22. We have 21 so far. Evidence shows that 1 is laying down there, so we'll have at least 22, but we'll see. I'm going to time it. I was a little bit not overwhelmed. Look, let me know. I'm ready to lay. You go right ahead, Missy. You go right ahead, Missy. I don't know what that means, guys. If you know, let me know. I should have asked him, but I forgot. He said that when they do that, he knows that they're laying. So either they're already laying or they're about to lay. Something to that effect. Okay, so the solution. You see how this is all along here? Because they really love sitting up here, you see? They love getting up there. At night, this is where they go. This is where they go at night. All along this. They go a little bit back there, but as you can see, look at the wall. They don't go back there too much. But for some reason, they absolutely love this space here. Maybe because the light. We have a light there. Ooh, where is it? Right there. We have a light on the light pole. So the solution would be to build something similar to the way this roof slopes, and let it slope down over the boxes. So, to try and make things... Oh, that's what they see, guys. Look. They see the white on my boot. Hey. They're trying to peck everything. They're pecking my boot. It got my thumb, but it didn't hurt. They're pecking my boots and everything. Okay. Anyway, so the slope right here. So to help us cut costs, we do have a lot of wood still at the farm from the corn house. You guys will see that eventually. From the corn house that we built. They went ahead and cut wood from the farm, from the trees that were going to be cut down eventually anyway to clear the land to make the farm. So they went to the 24 acres and went and got some trees and cut it up into wood. You guys have seen, maybe there's a pile up there next to the store. Anyway, we'll use that wood. The recommendation is to take this wood off of the front here, which they said that one other time. So take that off and put a shorter piece of wood, like this height is okay. Like this width, and put it down at the bottom so the sawdust doesn't come out when they're playing around. Then what we'll do is we'll make it kind of like a lean-to. I don't know exactly how it'll work itself out. Our carpenter will come, Brother Kwame. He will come and do that for us. So I think my husband might get him to come and look at it, and then, or bring the wood, and then he'll get him to come and look at it. But we'll do that fairly quick, because that's going to be a lot of work to clean all the eggs, and it's not necessary to get eggs and then have to scrub them. We don't want to be doing that with 200 plus eggs, 250 plus a day. We don't want to scrub the eggs. So we'll get a lean-to made, maybe possibly like some pillars coming up like this, and then some wood coming down, you know, frame it out, and then we'll lay the flat wood on top, coming straight from here down. So that's the thing you want to do, guys. If you're making the box in your poultry area, God's so good, we would have had to buy wood if we did that in the beginning, but now we have a lot of wood. So that would have been a big expense. The wood isn't cheap here, so that would have been a big expense in the beginning. So God's so good that we see now what we have to do. We'll repurpose these boards, because we bought these. All these boards were bought, and they were expensive. So we'll repurpose them for the lean-to type roof that will go here. They can still enjoy themselves and get on top of the roof, but as they're getting on top of the roof and defecating or whatever they're doing, it won't fall into the boxes. It will, if it slides or we come and sweep it off and clean it, it will come down on this sawdust. We'll pick it up, carry it on out, and put fresh sawdust. So that is exciting. That's exciting. So once we get that done, we'll clean these boxes out and put fresh sawdust down in there. We'll clean all of this first. We'll clean all of this off and clean out the sawdust and put fresh sawdust. And then we're gonna, the Lord willing, have the solution for the drinkers. Very, very good. Very, very good. I was almost even thinking that we build a little, some little something over top of it so they can't stand on top and poop inside. Possibly a little roof type thing over them. You see them all jump when they heard that noise. So that's what it is. That's a solution. You guys stay tuned. Come along for the journey. See, there's an egg right there. I'll get it if she gets out. And I'll add it to our 1 o'clock. I know. You don't want to move. You don't have to move. Okay, let me grab it. See, the sawdust in here is dirty now. So I'm going to just scoot it around with my foot. See if there's any other egg in there. Seems like not. Okay, so that's one more. That's one more. We'll go see I forget what the grand total was now. We'll go see what it was. Anyway, what I was telling you guys is that follow us on our journey. We might not give the information all at once, but there's a reason for that, because we don't know it all. We don't know it all. But as we're learning, we're showing you guys. And we want to show you the raw footage. You know, I don't edit the videos. The only thing I might do is if I have to stop the video and come back and continue it, then I put the videos together. But as far as cutting pieces out of it, or, you know, those kinds of things, these videos are raw. And it's like that for a reason, because I want you guys to see it. I still see a hot mess out here. We got a lot to do, a lot. But it's coming along a lot too. So I want you guys to see it so you can be encouraged. It doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't. It doesn't have to look perfect. You just have to start. Whatever it is you want to do, all you have to do is start. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then little by little, you will learn your way and you will get better. And my prayer is that when you do all those things, whatever it is that you're doing, when you learn little by little, document it and share it. Share it. Let's share it, guys. Let's share it. Let's share with each other. Let's not be the people that holds the information because you don't want somebody to do better than you. That's not what God has called us to do. Many of you are believers. Many of you are believers out there. And God has not called us to do that. If we're going to take somebody step by step through the whole process, or we're going to do stuff for them and it's going to take time and everything, there's a place and a time to be able to, you know, be compensated for that kind of thing. But guys, let's just share information. Let's be encouraging. Let's share with one another. I want to see my brothers and sisters go further faster. I don't want you to learn these things the hard way. I don't. I want you guys, you'll have plenty of other lessons that I don't know that I can't teach you. But there's plenty of other things you can learn the hard way. Anything that we're learning, if we can help you, that is our goal. We want to help you. We want you to see it can be done. We're learning. We're not perfect. We didn't raise these from day-old chicks. Our mentor raised them for us, because that in itself is a whole nother learning process. You have to really be on top of your birds when they're day old up to 8 weeks. You have to watch them, because they'll peck each other, they'll pick on each other. When there's a little sore, they'll all come and pick at it until the bird dies. You know, you have to be very careful of diseases and things of that nature when they're young like that. You have to be mindful. You have to watch. You have to see. So all of these things we're learning, but we're not there yet. So these birds, we allowed him to raise them for us until they get to a certain stage. No, and now we're doing this part. And if you guys have been following us, we're sharing everything with you. So here is our eggs. For 1 o'clock, we had 3. So as of right now, we're even with yesterday, 22. So yesterday we got 22. Today is 22 so far. The ladies are doing well over here. Matter of fact, he was surprised at how many eggs they're laying for the number of chickens there are. And he has the same age chickens because we bought them all at the same time. We bought them from him. So there's our 1 egg there we get a lot of times. And then what do we got over here? 7. So that's 8 eggs. We have 10 hens here, and there's 8 eggs so far. I can leave them here. They don't really, they don't peck them and break them and stuff like that. So I don't, I changed my shoes, guys. I don't go in here with those boots. And I don't go anywhere else with those boots but in there. And right over here when I'm cleaning the water stuff. And then when I'm doing that, I have the water hose and I make sure I wash them. So I don't mix. I just use the boots for that. And I don't know what else. Look, I added another stone here. Pretty soon I might have a little walkway there. So that's it for the chicks for now. It's 1 o'clock. I'll be back out here at 3 and we'll see if we get any more eggs. And then at 5. And we'll see if we get any more eggs. I think 5 will be my last one. I'll pick the eggs up from the 10 chickens. And we'll see what we get over here. I'm not sure if we'll get more. We might. Might get a few more. So that's what's going on here. We also have wood over here that we can repurpose for our roof lean-to type structure thing. I don't know what you would call it. But that's what's going on here. Yeah. That will keep the majority out. So I'll come back. So we got 1 more egg. It's not quite 4 yet. It's not even 3. So that's the total. So you're supposed to get more than you got before. I'm gonna take you guys in there quick and show you. So we got 23. Yesterday was 22. I don't really think they would lay more, but I know especially right now they're probably not. Unless they have to lay. I'm not sure how that works. But so today, you see the backpack, Brother Kwame's here. So today they told us what to do. I shared it with you guys already. As a solution over here. So he's already come. That's what I really like about him. My husband called him and he's already here. He's already here working on it. So for now we're going to do that. We're going to have to clean this place. We'll clean all this up. We'll clean all this up. We'll get fresh sawdust. These fronts will come off, you see? And then he'll put a shorter one there. I see ya. And he'll put a shorter one there. So he's bringing the wood now. So I'm going to get out of here so he can do his work. And yeah, we got the containers that we have to fill. So I'll show you guys that. I'll fill them today, the Lord willing. And then we'll get them on top of these drinkers. And I've set up my little table and chair in here. I got one in case my husband comes down too. And then I will be taking care of the sorting of the eggs. And then I'll bring the crates down here, the other paper crates we have. We put them down here. I think they would air out a lot better down here than closed up in the store. So I think we'll put them somewhere here. Might move my table around. We might stack them right there where the table's at. So that's what we got going on. It's not fancy or perfect, but it will work. It will serve its purpose. So Brother Kwame left for the day, and this is what he did so far. So my husband was saying he should make some more boxes on the top. I think he ended up doing what he could. with what the supplies we had so far. So I have to get some more supplies. I see one egg there. So let me go ahead and check and pick the eggs, and then we'll see where we are after that. We got one more egg, but as I went through and was looking down there in those boxes, it's going to be a little bit hard, but it is what it is. I'll work with what I got. But that one's going to be a bit hard because you can't really see in there, and you have to really bend down low to get your head way down there to be able to look in. That's what I got to work with. So I don't know. I'll let my husband know if we're still going with this plan. Then I have to deal with it. It'll be a little difficult when we have 250 plus eggs to dig out of all of those, but see how it goes. If it was fun and easy, I guess everybody would do it, right? But that's the egg. They laid it over here in some of these that are a little bit open. So I don't know if the plan is not to do the roof now, like the slope like we have over there. So maybe this is the final plan. I don't know. I didn't know. He said something about making boxes on top, but I didn't really see what it was going to look like. So I guess this is what it's going to look like. That's how the boxes will be. And we'll just have to dig in there and find the egg. Well, that'll be my job anyway. Dig in there and find the eggs. So I might get something to kneel on so I can come through. My only concern is they like pecking my boots and everything. So if my head is down there, I don't know if they're going to try to peck my eyes. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. When I'm down there, they peck. If I'm holding this low, they peck it. Yeah. And they also try to peck everything that's down there. So hopefully they don't peck my head, or I'll have to wear something that they can't get to me. Yep. So that's what it's looking like. Well, right now, that's what it's looking like. So we got the containers. I did not fill them, and I have not brought them here. So I'm going to switch out the full water with the one that's almost empty. We're going to switch those out. It's after 5 o'clock right now. So we'll switch these waters around, and then we'll go see the egg count. This is how we've been doing it for right now, so they don't tip it. So that one, I moved it from here to over there, and then I took the one from there and just put it on the floor so they can't tip it over. So like I said, it's after 5 right now, so they're not going to be doing a whole lot more. They're getting their last bite to eat. They'll have a drink, and they'll pretty much be ready to find their place they're going to sleep for the night. So from the looks of it, the morning time is going to be critical. So I might have to come every hour, especially once they start laying more in the morning. So that was 9, 11, 1-ish, and then 3. That was before 3. That single one, white one on the right, was about 2:30-ish, 2:15. And then this one was in there just now. So that's what we got so far. We got a full 24 eggs. So I'll have to sort them and put them over here with these into the proper size. We brought down the rest of these that we have. So this will be my little setup. I might you know, move it around here or there. But that's what I got for now. So we can put these together all in one, or two actually. So we had 24 eggs. I'm gonna go and pick the eggs from over here. So let's see what the ladies have over here. I've changed my shoes. We saw this one earlier. There's not as many chickens in here, so it's not really as dirty. These don't get that dirty, really. Okay. So we got 8, and we have 10 chickens. So that's pretty good. We're going to start keeping these here to the side. As long as you don't get water on them, you'll be okay. That's what I learned. So we're going to possibly scoot. Let's see how we're gonna do this. They're all brown. So I'm gonna scoot my little table back. And I'm gonna set one crate over here. One crate here. And I'm gonna start putting these for now. Okay, this one's broken a little. So let's get a different one. This is 2. Let's just get 1. We can put these 2 together and make a good one for the bottom. So we're gonna go ahead and transfer these here. And the ones from the 10 chickens we're gonna keep right here for now. I have too many in the house right now, so we're gonna keep these here. They can save here for a little while. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save them here. I'm gonna leave these here because I have to bring something down and clean these up. Not with water, but just like a scrubber. Oh, sorry guys. Just like a scrubber, I'm gonna clean these up, and then once we get this situated over here, they shouldn't get dirty like this again. But people normally don't want to buy them when they're all dirty like that. So you have to keep them clean. So that's what we're gonna do. So that's what's going on here. 8 eggs from the 10 chicks, 24 eggs from these chicks over here. I'll just have to figure the box thing out. We'll have to work with it. Not sure if I turn the light on, if it will give me a little more ability to see. Not really, because it's gonna be dark inside those boxes. So I might even grab a flashlight. I might grab some type of flashlight, and the only thing is it'd be a little bit hard to hold all that stuff and get the eggs too, and make sure they don't peck the eggs and break them. We'll figure it out. That's my job. Figure it out. All right, I think I'm gonna end it with that today. I just really wanted to show you what was going on with the chicks, what's going on with how many eggs we're getting, and what our mentor told us. So that's how that's going, and I'll leave you guys with that. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative to you and you could glean something from it. All right, guys, until next time, God bless you.